Welcome to my latest cake, dear Ned.
Why would somebody do this?
Do you have any idea who did this?
No. Look, you're on vacation. Just go relax. Or bike into town, or take my kayak out. It's at the end of the dock. Just always wear your life jacket. And don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast. The fog we get around here is as thick as cotton. And never go out without a GPS. That's a global positioning system. Mine's somewhere around here. Anyway, your bunk's the empty one below. Why don't you go unpack?
It looks like whoever damaged your engine did something to your faucet, too.
It'd be great if you could fix it. The pipes are in the cabinet under the sink.
At least the person who messed up the faucet left all the pipes here. I hope. That looks right. That looks right. That looks right. That looks right. The pipe's all fixed. I'll turn the water back on. Uh-oh. Katie's GPS
You know,
doesn't
Nancy,
look so hot.
for what it's worth, I shot my mouth off pretty good at the town meeting last night.
What do you mean?
This orca, this killer whale, showed up in the channel about a week ago and has been hanging around here ever since all by itself. She was getting way too close to boats, so I called the National Marines Fisheries Service. They made some recordings and did some tests and are analyzing them. In the meantime, they ordered all boats to stay at least 300 feet away from her or risk paying a $1,000 fine. That's what the meeting last night was about.
I take it not everyone agrees?
The people that fish for a living sure don't. They're steering clear of the whale by taking the long way around the island to get out to sea, which costs them time and fuel. Some people say she should be captured and towed out to sea.
And what do you say?
I agree with the no-boat zone. I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment, not returned to her pod. I said as much last night, only much more strongly.
Who's Andy Jason?
Andy does whale-watching tours, too. If I had $1 for every time he's come here trying to talk me into selling out to him, I wouldn't be fixing this engine. I'd be buying a new one.
I'm afraid whoever tore up your boat also wrecked your GPS device.
Oh, no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if Holt Scotto will let you borrow a GPS from him.
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
I made a royal flush.
Well, well, looks like Snake Horse Harbor's got itself a newcomer.
I'm visiting Katie Firestone. My name's Nancy Drew.
Well, now, why would you want to do a thing like that?
That depends on what you mean.
Well, you're not one of them save the whale and heck with everybody else crusader types like she is, are you?
Is that what you think Katie is?
Her true colors came out real clear last night. Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor, precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no. Her business is booming. Now, ain't that the oddest thing?
Her boat was ransacked this morning.
She ticked off a lot of people last night. That's what she gets for being so meddlesome. Anyway, welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus. That's how this place got its name, you know.
Really?
Well, that's the sea monster Native Americans used to see out in the channel ever so often. Called it the snake horse. Had the head of a horse and the body of a giant snake. People on Vancouver Island started calling it Cadborosaurus after it or one of its relatives was seen a couple of times in Cadboro Bay. They call it Caddy for short.
Is it a friendly sea monster?
Back in the late 1800s, he took the rap for a lot of hoodoo around here. Fog'd roll in at night, and men would just vanish. It was the snake horse, people would say. Little did they know.
So it wasn't the snake horse?
Well, they'd been shanghaied. See, a bunch of establishments in town had secret panels built right into the walls. Guy'd be having a drink one minute, and next minute he'd be clobbered over the head, whisked into a secret passageway, and taken out to a ship. waiting in the harbor. He'd wake up on the high seas and discover that if he wanted to survive, he'd better do what the captain ordered. No matter what he was before, he was now a sailor. It was a cheap way for captains to get crews back then, and an easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
Whoever trashed Katie's boat also ruined her GPS.
Oh, now that's a shame.
She seemed to think you'd let me borrow one of yours.
I'll let you borrow one, sure. I got a spare right here in my duffel. You know what else I got in my duffel?
I have no idea.
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here, the idea is to cut down on having to rescue people who got no business being out on the water in the first place. Trouble is, nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
And that would be me?
If you pass the quiz, the GPS is yours. You'll need that container for the last question.
See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
I made a royal flush. That looks right. Perfect. Good. Yes. Correct. Am I smart or what? Very good. Perfect. That should do it. I have to bring him a mail. I made a royal flush. These would be great for rocks. There's something in that bottle, but it's stuck on those rocks. SS. Maybe this broke off from a ship.
What do you think you're doing? Those signs over there say no trespassing, which means keep out, which means you, girlie.
Girly?
Leave.
But I just...
Now. You again?
I'm sorry for trespassing like that.
So what do you want?
I finished that seamanship quiz.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Just bring me that male crab and you'll be home free.
I've got a male crab, I think.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Congratulations. Here's your GPS. Just turn around and follow the instructions. I'll take care of the crab for you.
Great, thank you. See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
Another message. Maybe the messages are coordinates. There's a channel marker. Katie said not to go past them. I've never been to this beach before. Wonder what the deal is with these little flags. I don't know what all those... This is the weirdest story I've ever read. So far, so good. I don't know. I'm getting there. Ta-da! Ask HSAJJD for Hilda's gift.
You again?
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you something?
So what if she did?
Do you think I could see it?
Tell you what, this chess problem I've been working on is giving me fits. Here, solve it for me, and I'll let you see what Hilda gave me. Feel free to look at the chess book in my duffel bag if you need help. Let me know when you're through.
Good. Correct. Queen. Perfect. Yes. There. Checkmate.
Done with that chess problem yet?
Check it out.
Right as rain. And to keep up my end of the bargain, here's what Hilda gave me. Handle's made of scrimshaw. She carved it herself. Never would tell me why she wrote one bum on it like that. Of course, this was after her husband died. Guess her mind was starting to go.
Thanks for letting me see it. See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
What can I get for you, Nancy?
Well, for starters, you could tell me your name.
Jenna Devlin. Sorry. My aunt didn't warn me when she left me this place that I'd be inheriting her knack for eavesdropping, too.
How long ago was that?
Aunt Iris left it to me 3 years ago. It's been in the Devlin family since the day it was built, which was back in, 1866 or something. So, you're visiting Katie Firestone. My condolences.
What do you mean?
Me and her don't see eye to eye on a couple of things.
What kind of things?
That orca out there should be rejoined with her pod as soon as possible. Period. End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy science degree says. Other people may be bamboozled by all her talk of data charts and field tests and monitoring whatnots, but not me. The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an aquarium. It wouldn't surprise me if Katie's been secretly feeding it, which is against the law, by the way. And you know what else? It wouldn't surprise me if she trashed her own boat, because she knew that after that meeting last night, everybody would assume that Holt did it and not want to vote for him. I got an idea. Let's change the subject.
Did Hilda Swenson give you something?
She made a necklace for me. Prettiest thing I own. I'd show it to you, but it's at my house. How did you know she gave me something?
It's kind of a long story, but I'd really love to see that necklace.
Problem is, my home's across town, and I'm real low on clams, which means I've got to go clamming before I can even think about doing anything else.
Why don't I go clamming for you?
Okay, if you get the clams, I'll go get the necklace. You can put them in here. 15 ought to do it. That's the limit anyway. But you'll also need a permit. Andy Jason can issue you one.
It's been fun talking to you.
Back at ya.
Hi there. Welcome. What can I do you for?
Thanks for your time.
Wales rule! Hi, Nancy.
I'd like to play the games in your center, but it looks like I need some kind of key card.
Here you go. This will activate all the games. It will also keep track of what games you've won. And it'll let you play all the games as many times as you want.
I need a clamming permit. Jenna said I could get one from you.
Ordinarily you could, but permits mean paperwork, and I'm kinda busy right now. Of course, if someone wanted to volunteer to help me...
What kind of help do you need?
Inside that box marked Caddy is a miniature of what our resident sea monster might look like in skeletal form. Assemble it for me, and I'll not only give you a permit, but I'll throw in a free clam tube. And remember, Wales rule!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Throughout...
won the whale watching tour. All right! Oh, yeah. Good. Bingo. Good. 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Good. Bingo. Good. Wow, am I a creative genius or what?
Hi, Nancy.
I won a free whale watching tour.
Well, congratulations. I'll give you an exclusive tour. Just be you and me.
Sounds great. Thank you for the great tour and for letting me use your camera.
My pleasure.
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you a present?
She gave me the design I use to create the keychains I give away to everyone who goes on a Whale World Whale Watch. She was quite the graphic artist.
Since I took your whale watching tour, I get a free keychain, right?
Actually, I only give them to paying customers.
Even if I really, really, really want one?
Okay.
I finished putting that display together.
So you did. Caddy never looked better. Here's your permit, and here's your clam tube. Look for little holes in the sand. Sometimes water will squirt out of them. Anyway, center the tube over the hole, push it down into the sand, and pull. If you're quick enough, the clam will be in the sand that comes out of the tube. If not, try again.
Thanks for your time.
Whales rule!
All right, 15 clams. I'm all set.
Hi, Nancy. Oh, good, you got the clams. Let me take those from you. I'll take that clam tube off your hands, too. You'll never guess what happened. While I was home getting that necklace for you, somebody broke in here. The sheriff just left.
Really? Was anything stolen?
What's weird is I'm not only missing food, like bread and eggs and stuff like that, but it looks like they also stole a bunch of tools and some boat parts.
How'd they get in?
Both doors were locked when I got here, and none of the windows were broken. It's like a ghost did it.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
If you want to play detective, please, be my guest. If you have any questions, just holler.
Match pairs across all 3 screens.
It's beautiful. Ella, what kind of word is that? What is this card thing?
Good question. Aunt Iris said it and the others like it have been on the walls in here since the place was built.
What was that? I bet I can't see a thing. I'm gonna need a flashlight.
What's up?
I found this piece of wood on the beach. There's something strange about it.
What do you mean? Let's see it. Ouch, those splinters are sharp. That is odd. It looks like it's been in the water a long time, but if that were the case, those edges would be dull. That looks like it broke off of something just recently.
Does anything about it look familiar to you?
No, not to me. But it might to someone else I know. Casey Porterfield. He works at the Maritime Library in Port Townsend. You should give him a call. His number's 360-555-3095. He loves checking out stuff like this.
Would you by any chance have a flashlight?
I have a headlamp. I mean, I have one somewhere. I'm sorry, Nancy. I'm so hungry I can hardly see straight, let alone think straight.
Would you like a sandwich?
That would be awesome.
Here's a sandwich for you.
Great.
Here you go.
I'm starving. That was fabulous. Thank you. Okay, you wanted my headlamp. Where's my headlamp? Oh my gosh. It was right here in the engine compartment the whole time.
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Glad I'm wearing comfortable shoes, because it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of walking. Phew, I feel like I've walked for miles. Did that sound? There's obviously more to this. Like the other half of the picture. Close. Looks like someone's been up here. Looks like the bulb's missing. It's rusted shut. Perfect. 5, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 9, 9. I should do dots and dashes for the whole thing. Hello?
Hello, Nancy. Hilda here.
Hilda? Hilda Swenson?
Easy, girl. It's not like you're talking to the Queen of England or anything. Although I did meet her once. Stuffy lot, those Windsors.
How did you know my name?
Where there's a will and a satellite internet connection, there's always a way.
Why can't we just talk face to face?
Because I'm crazy. Or at least everyone around here thinks I am. The truth is, I've sent you an email. Read it, follow the instructions, and we'll do lunch.
We will?
No. It's just an expression, dear. No one in Hollywood ever really has lunch when they say they're going to do lunch.
Oh.
I'll be in touch. And rest assured, I'll be watching. Which reminds me, someone's been up in the lighthouse. I couldn't see who. I hope they aren't doing any damage.
They did leave kind of a mess.
We really must put a stop to this, Nancy. Ciao!
Apparently our saboteur took all the books out of the... Okay, what's the best way to get all these in here with no space left over? One slice of wood. There. This is gonna look so cool under the microscope. Let's have a look.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone suggested I give you a call.
Katie who?
Katie Firestone?
Never heard of her.
Oh.
I know a marine biologist named Katie Firestone.
Yes, that's her. I'm staying with her here in Snake Horse Harbor.
Oh, well then what can I do for you?
She said you might be able to help me identify the ship that this piece of plywood I found on the beach came from.
How do you know it came from a ship?
Because it says SS on it. The rest of the name is missing.
Doesn't mean anything. Now if it said SS, which stands for steamship, that'd be different.
Actually, that is what it says.
Oh, well then it came from a ship. Or should I say, shipwreck. What kind of wood is it?
Plywood?
You're about as much use as a beanie in a hurricane. Look, if you want me to tell you what shipwreck that wood came from, you're gonna have to tell me what kind of wood it is.
But I have no idea.
Well, you just get yourself a book on wood and figure it out. Maybe Katie has one. Soon as you do, call me back. I love checking out stuff like this.
This is Dr. Predoviciu.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'd like some help identifying this piece of wood I found.
I'd be happy to assist. Do you have our mailing address?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have time to send it to you. Would it be possible to identify it over the phone?
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't do this over the phone, but I'll give it a try. You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a microscope.
I already did that.
And are you near the sample in case you need to refer back to it?
Yep, I'm right by it.
All right, we'll get started. Where did you find this wood?
It's a piece of driftwood, probably used for a crate.
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
No, they're pretty sizable.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Yes, there are horizontal lines.
If this wood is used for crating, then it's probably Luan. It's fairly common in plywood, but it's a rainforest timber, so it's declining in popularity.
Luan. All right. Thanks for your help.
Glad to have been of service.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I called before. About the driftwood?
Never heard of you. Now, if you'd have said Nancy Drew...
Yes, that's me, Nancy Drew, Katie Firestone's friend.
So what kind of wood are we talking about here, Nancy?
Luan.
Well, if that driftwood did come from a cargo container that's part of a shipwreck, there's a good chance I can figure out which one. Call me back in an hour or so.
You can identify a ship by what its cargo containers are made out of?
Ever since the hobo spider got into the U.S. by laying eggs in the wood crating of ships coming from Europe, the feds have made sure that cargo ships keep real careful records. Of course, I'll be taking things like tides, currents, weather conditions, proximity to Snake Horse Harbor. I'll be taking all those factors into consideration, too.
I really appreciate your doing this for me, Casey.
And well, you should.
trusty laptop. Good thing I recharged my batteries. I don't know what it opens yet. Hello?
Hello, Nancy. I commend your ability to take direction and to follow through. You're definitely a cut above. And for that, you've just been rewarded.
What am I supposed to do with this thing?
You're to take it with you. But for now, listen carefully. I hope you like poems. Below ground is a rock with a strange anvil look. When you're near it, behold what's above. Letters found at the beach will put a new spot in reach. Letters only a sailor could love. Oh, my apologies, dear. I'm many things, but I'm afraid I'm not much of a poet.
Do you watch everyone in Snake Horse Harbor? Is that how you know something fishy is going on?
I'm a very curious person. I like to know things. Let's just leave it at that. Let's see, where was I? The device you just found. It'll come in handy when you get where you're going after you've gone where my poem takes you. Goodbye, Nancy.
Oh no, please don't hang up. I've got so many questions.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. Any luck finding what shipwreck that piece of driftwood came from?
Sorry, can't talk now. I'm waiting for a real important call from Nancy Drew.
Casey, that's me. I'm Nancy Drew.
Oh, then I got some good news.
You know the name of the shipwreck?
The SS Whitechapel Dawn sank 5 years ago right there in the channel outside Snake Horse Harbor, about a mile and a half due northwest of the lighthouse.
Really?
I hear that channel up there's been pretty busy, what with that orphaned whale messing things up for the fishermen and all. Anyway, everything fits except one thing.
Uh-oh.
The Whitechapel Dawn went down in deep water. Real deep water. Too deep for currents to be carrying debris up from it. Just not possible.
Could a recent storm have churned things up down there?
I've been doing this type of research for 20 years, young lady. When I say something's not possible, it's not possible.
Yet somehow a piece of wood from it washed ashore. What kind of ship was the Whitechapel Dawn?
It was just a regular old freighter bound for San Francisco from Vancouver, British Columbia. Nothing unusual about it if you don't count the rumors.
What rumors?
How about the smuggling?
The ship was smuggling something?
After it sank, some crew members said there was something unusual about the cargo it had been carrying. That's all. No specifics, just rumors.
Why did the ship sink?
Official cause was foul weather. But whenever a boat goes down in those parts, they always unofficially blame it on... Oh, what do they call that sea serpent up there?
Caddy?
No, thanks. Caddy! That's what they call it! Caddy! Anyway, this has been fun, young lady, but I need to get back to work. By the way, I just got done emailing you something.
What?
I said, I just got done emailing you something.
Great, thanks. Well, goodbye, Casey.
Goodbye, Caddy.
I certainly hope he doesn't operate heavy machinery. in the sea caves. Trained her. Fire's no signal.
You again?
I need a favor. I need you to take me out on your boat.
Right now? What for?
Well, it's a long story, but Katie Firestone may or may not be involved in something illegal.
I'm not taking my boat out now. It's almost dark. Just call the Coast Guard.
They won't do anything. I don't have proof.
Look, I'm not going anywhere. And if you know what's good for you, neither are you. Just forget it.
Hi, Nancy.
I was hoping you could help me.
I was just about to close up shop, but what do you need?
It turns out that Katie's been feeding the orca.
You're kidding me.
Think you could take me for another boat ride? Like right now? And pick up my kayak along the way?
Kayak? Are you nuts? It'll be dark in 10 minutes. And what about the fog?
I've got all the equipment I need to be safe.
Oh, man. You've got me so curious, there's no way I can say no. You just got yourself a boat ride. Be careful. I'll be waiting right here.
The launch just brought in the last of the stuff that was stored in the sea cave. Another hour, and we'll be out of here.
If the crew sees me, I'm done for.
What are you eating?
Beef jerky. Liberated it from that camping supply place. Want some?
Still can't believe you robbed those places. The boss was fit to be tied, especially after you hit that cafe.
Having that tunnel with all those trap doors and nobody suspecting a thing? It was like being a kid with a key to the candy store. I couldn't help myself.
I wonder what's in those. Those look like animal furs.
Hey, no snoozing. Boss says this Nancy Drew person is a real troublemaker.
Like she's gonna show up out here.
I'm just telling you what the boss told me. Keep your eyes open.
Where'd you put the notebook?
Boss has it.
Nice of Hilda Nutjob to leave it behind like that, huh?
Couldn't have pulled this off without it, that's for sure.
That must be the orca I saw before. Katie? Oh my gosh.
Nancy, I was afraid no one would ever find me.
What happened? How did you get here?
I fixed my boat and went right out to check on the whale, only the fog was rolling in and it was getting dark. Then I finally saw her, only she was being fed by some men in an outboard. They were putting some sort of harness on her. When they saw me, they rammed my boat, then grabbed me, tied me up, and brought me here. I don't know what's going on.
I think I do. They're using the whale to bring up smuggled cargo from a shipwreck.
Shh! Listen. Someone's coming! Hide! Hide!
Well, Katie, you'll be happy to know that your friend Nancy will be joining us any minute. Hey, how'd you get that gag off? Well, it appears she's already here. All right, where are you? Nancy!
If I could make it back to my kayak, I could go get help.
Somebody stop her!
Oh no! I'm trapped!
Well, what do we have here?
I knew it was you all along. And I told Holt and Jenna, if anything happens to me, they'll know you did it.
Nice try. But I can smell a bluff a mile away. You're about to become the victim of an unfortunate kayaking accident. Or maybe I'll tell my customers that the snake horse got you. Yeah, that's what I'll do. What did you do that for? Say goodnight, Nancy. Nuts.
Way to go, buddy!
Nancy Drew, are you on board? This is Holt Scotto. I'm here with the Coast Guard. Nancy.
Dear Ned, I've got to hand it to Andy Jason. The plan he cooked up to recover smuggled animal furs was a darn good one.